In the House podcast is brought to you by contributions from listeners like you. With your generous donations and your continued listenership, In the House podcast is now on its 15th episode and continuing strong through season 2. Thanks.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Hi, folks. It's great to see you again. Well, we can't see one another, of course, but you guys can always count on imagery to carry you through these episodes. Welcome to In the House podcast. As usual, I'm LeMarv SkrtSkrton. It's a great day to talk about books. Since it's Labor Day weekend, we'll be using our imagination and our imagery to carry us through a storyline that focuses on what it would be like to show up to work on a Monday or school and forget that it's a national holiday. In Alex Auguste, We Missed the Meeting, They Chose You, Mr. Ferguson, we follow the narration of Richard Ferguson as he maneuvers through the morning of June 8th, 2020, all while he thinks that maybe he either forgot a national holiday or a company holiday. The truth is, however, that Richard's problems are bigger than that. That we're introduced to a vast world that opens with Richard and his 45 other black colleagues at his job. That day goes from worst work day ever to Richard's complete worst day ever. Throughout the story, we're provided with real vivid imagery of what Richard's days are like without seeing or meeting any white people. This is called the absence. Initially, it starts out at work, but then the characters begin to understand that this may be either citywide or even global. Touching on themes such as corporate America, diversity, classism, elitism, and technology, We Missed the Meeting walks a fine line between science fiction, mystery, and being a suspense thriller. But in a more enjoyable sense, the story uses common everyday language, pop culture references, and nuances that are widely popular and familiar with young 20-somethings, millennials, who are in the corporate workspaces today. Available online for online orders via Amazon with 2-day shipping for Prime members, this story is a surefire page-turner that will keep you asking more questions than you can find answers to. But the biggest question we feel as a reader in this particular story is this: where did all the white people go? And is this the new Wakanda? Or are there more problems than paradise? I highly recommend We Missed the Meeting for anyone who hasn't dove into fiction in a while and maybe find themselves wanting to be challenged with a socially aware novel that forces the reader to answer the questions that they come up with in their own mind. The story opens up differently to each and every reader that picks up this book. The plot is socially conscious, the language is explicit, and the imagery takes you right into the place and into the feelings of our Shakespearean hero, Richard. Get your hands on this book today.